Hello everyone and welcome back to the Cop Council. I hope you're all having a fantastic evening. If you are, then please let me know in the comment sections down below. Sorry I'm a bit late. Bit of a time wasting tonight. Didn't keep on track of time, so yeah, I am a bit late, so sorry about that. But yeah, this is the match reaction to Liverpool's 2-1 victory last night. Obviously, I didn't do a live stream last night. I was watching Star Wars last night, so yeah, apologies for that. Yeah, I was a bit of a traitor last night. I did go and see Star Wars, but yeah, I did miss the Reds. But I have watched the game back, and you know, Liverpool won, a Bobby Firmino winner. Luckily for the Reds, the Liverpool are through to the Club World Cup final, over the moon with it, and now we can focus now on Saturday and get that win there. But we will be talking about last night's game, all the ups, all the downs, and yeah, we'll be talking about starting 11 predictions. We'll be talking about Alisson, we're talking about Shaqiri and Origi as well, and we'll be talking about Minamino as well. So yeah, and if you are also new, please hit that subscribe button. I put out on Twitter, hopefully we can get to 1,000 subscribers now. That is the goal right now, so please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well. And if you are watching live as well, then please share out the stream. As many shares and likes we can get, it would be much appreciated, and hopefully we'll be growing throughout time. But let me get into the chat a minute and talk to you guys. Domestic Butler says, first of all, how are you, sir? Liverpool could let me go back up. Liverpool could reportedly be set to follow up today's signing of Minamino with a transfer deal for Toulouse left back. I'm not going to say his name because I'll probably butcher him. What I understand of that is Liverpool are apparently really set on a Coventry left back, for backup for Andy Robertson. So, it's well, it is backup, but to be fair, if Jurgen Klopp wants him, then I'll happily take him at Liverpool. You still on for Harbast? Yeah, I was a bit late tonight. Sorry guys, I was a bit late. What else have we got? Mickey's in the chat. How are you, sir? You having trouble tonight, mate? I wasn't having trouble. I just ran out of time, and yeah, I've practically been doing stuff all day. So yeah, I've been doing stuff and been running around all day. Well, I haven't really, but yeah, I had like 10 things to do literally when I was about to go live. So yeah, that's a little bit of a wasn't, but sorry guys, I was a bit late tonight, and hopefully you are in the live chat right now. Nigel's in as well. How are you, sir? Domestic Butler saying hi to Nigel. You are late like a Firmino goal. Whoop whoop. Yeah. Something me and Bobby having what's the word? I'm so like upbeat for tonight's stream, like I can't even think of words, but so much in common then that we're both like doing things pretty late. And a Bobby Firmino late goal last night was and especially Trent's pass was very nice, very nice. But yeah, keep your questions coming in, guys. Let me just quickly as well say hi, put a hi in the chat for you all. But yeah, tonight's stream is going to be we're going to be going for about maybe 50 minutes to an hour tonight. Let's see where it takes us. But yeah, keep your questions coming in, guys, because yeah, I'll answer everyone's questions. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to say about that. But yeah, let's get talking about the game then. Obviously team news come out, and it was a weird lineup. Firstly, I got a report on it. Virgil van Dijk was ill yesterday, that's why he didn't play. The other thing as well, Jordan Henderson played in that role. To be honest with you, I didn't like the defence yesterday. I thought it was a bit meh, probably because Virgil van Dijk is injured. Well, not injured, he's ill, and he is a doubt for the final. But yeah, we'll get talking about that more. But yeah, team sheet come in. You had the midfield of Naby Keita, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Adam Lallana. That's a pretty attacking midfield. I thought you also had the up front three of Salah, Origi, and Shaqiri. I was pretty excited for that front three. I thought that Shaqiri and Origi getting a chance, but yeah, we'll get talking about them a lot more as well. Let me know your guys' thoughts as well on the starting 11 prediction. Well, starting 11 prediction, the starting 11 from last night. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that as well. What's the score going to be on Saturday? Said Domestic Butler. I'm gonna go for a 3-1 win for Liverpool, because I think Klopp's gonna go strong in that game, and hopefully Virgil van Dijk is back in that game as well. So it's a potential thing at the moment. Hopefully he's okay, Virgil van Dijk, but we never know really. I didn't think he'd be ill for this game, but it turned out that he was ill, and it just wasn't to be for Virgil van Dijk last night. Do you believe EVD was really sick? You imagine if Klopp said he was just resting, the sick he wouldn't get. No, I think he was ill. I think Virgil would have played, because Virgil and Joe Gomez are our only centre-backs. I don't think Klopp would have risked, Virgil van Dijk. If Virgil van Dijk, I think, was 80% fit, then I think he would have played. But I think that maybe he might have rested him to stop him becoming more ill. But I think apart from that, Virgil van Dijk would have played, no problem with that. But yeah, hopefully he is okay, and hopefully that he is fit and ready for Saturday. Hopefully he will. But yeah, we'll be doing a preview tomorrow of the Liverpool Flamengo game. So, please stay tuned for that. It'll be around 8:30. I'll definitely make sure I'm on time tomorrow. But it'll be around then tomorrow. But for now, we're going to be talking about last night's game against Monterrey. Is it Monterrey? That's how you say it? I'm not quite sure. But let's talk about Liverpool's first goal then. Naby Keita was the goal scorer. Beautiful link-up play between Mo Salah and Naby Keita. That partnership, yet again, working very, very well. And Naby Keita getting his goal, which I'm massively happy about. I know me and Mickey have had conversations in the past where he hasn't liked Naby Keita, and I've told him to keep with him, because he is going to be good. And lately when he's got his chances, he has produced goals and assists. So Naby Keita is Naby Keita. I think we are finally seeing now the Naby Keita we all wanted, and Jurgen Klopp has forced him now to play this way, and played really, really well in certain positions. And they instantly replied, wasn't it? It was I think it was a minute and a half later they instantly replied. I think Alisson Becker made a really good save, but then unfortunately it got back in the path of, I don't know if you guys remember Funes. Is it Funes Murray? Or Funes something for Everton, and his twin. I can't remember his first name, but yeah, he ended up scoring the equaliser. So a bit of what's in there. And Liverpool, I thought defensively all through the night wasn't good. Alisson had to make some world-class saves to keep us in there, but he kept us in there for the whole game. I thought Alisson was man of the match, in my opinion anyway. Let me know, guys, who you think was man of the match last night. I know a few people were saying Bobby Firmino for the winning goal. We'll get on to Bobby's winning goal. But I thought all night it was Alisson Becker, proving why he is the best goalkeeper in the world. And, he is, for me, the undisputed number one in the world. Because, I think probably the top five, you probably got Alisson. Wait, who have you got? Alisson, Oblak, Ter Stegen, Ederson, De Gea, probably. That's probably the top five goalkeepers in the world. And at the minute, Alisson Becker is, he's miles ahead of the rest. And I think that, it's plenty of time now where, if Liverpool do go on to win the Club World Cup, then Liverpool are going to be the best team in the world. And I think that Alisson Becker deserves to be the best goalkeeper in the world in that sense. But yeah, let's talk about Bobby Firmino's goal. The second half was pretty much, us being terrible defensively, but I thought we got some good chances as well. But apart from that, Bobby Firmino's goal, oh my god, that pass from Trent Alexander-Arnold was, to be fair, we are only at the beginning stages of the season, really, and we're a little bit in the middle now. But then as well, how Trent got that ball where it was, and then that finish from Bobby Firmino, oh wow, what a goal to send us through to the Club World Cup final. And, I'm just ecstatic and I want Liverpool to win this trophy. I've seen people, especially, I'm going to call them out on Talk Sport, talking about why should Liverpool have like kept players like Origi, like not Salah, sorry, like Shaqiri, like Origi, like Naby Keita. No, first of all, the FA didn't allow us to do that in the first place. Liverpool had 2 games in 2 days. If Liverpool had 2 games in 5 days, then probably he might have kept the few at Sheffield. But apart from that, you're not going to do that, are you? You're not going to risk, a few of your players staying in the country to play Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup, or you go and win a competition like the Club World Cup, where it's rare. It's a rare trophy to win, because you have to win a Champions League to get the invitation to play there. It's not like if you can finish first every season for 3 seasons in a row, and then and then be like invited to it. You have to win the Champions League, and the Champions League is probably one of the most rarest things to win. We've won it 6 times, but you look at other teams that are above us in that pecking order. AC Milan have won it 7 times, and then you've got Real Madrid that has won it 13 times. So it's a very prestigious trophy, and this trophy as well is prestigious in its own right. And I think that those comments made on Talksport were absolutely garbage, and I don't know if you guys agree with it. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below if you guys think that. But to be fair, in my opinion, I think Jurgen Klopp's done right in this. The young lads the other night got the game time, they got their performance, and to be fair, they did perform very, very well. But in my opinion, the Club World Cup is above the Carabao Cup, in my opinion. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts with that as well. I'll get into the chat now a little bit and talk to you guys. I can see a few of you in the chat right now. What have we got? I think 4-0 on Saturday, possibly. Should be okay for Saturday, said Nigel. It's probably about Virgil. Definitely Ali, man of the match. Yeah, I thought he was man of the match by miles, in my opinion anyway. Scotty's in. How are you, sir? We have loads of different partnerships in midfield that work well together, so it will be hard for teams to guess the starting lineup in midfield eventually. Yeah, especially with the bringing in Minamino. I think that Liverpool are unpredictable now, and I think that that's a good thing, because teams can't defend against us now. They can't predict what Liverpool are going to do on the day, and now with bringing in another player to add to that problem, it's going to be even harder for teams. And excuse me, I think if I have a feeling that Liverpool could go unbeaten this year in the league. I do generally feel like Liverpool could go unbeaten in the league. The only way I think Liverpool don't go, like the only people that will stop Liverpool going unbeaten is Liverpool this season. I don't think any other team, like in the league, maybe a Leicester or Man City, that's it for me. I don't think any other team can stop Liverpool this season apart from Liverpool themselves. Now I know that you might think and go, well, yeah, that's pretty obvious, but no, I do generally think that Liverpool are their own worst enemy. Look at the Aston Villa game. Then you could say it was we conceded first and then we only just won. And I know it's the never say die attitude, and it is the never say die attitude of Liverpool. We will never give up. But I think Liverpool need to be not in that position so many times, because we've grinded out games this season where we've grinded the 2-1s, the 1-0s, and other things like that. But it's definitely a thing where I think that Liverpool are getting better at. But I think realistically, I think if we beat Leicester on Boxing Day, then I think let me change the light. I think the only person then can challenge us then in that unbeaten thing is probably Man City, because they are the only team to beat us in about 18 months in the league. So, it's an unbelievable run that what Liverpool are on. But yeah, that's my personal opinion anyway. Let me know, your guys, do you think Liverpool can go unbeaten this season anyway? What else have we got? Alisson, man of the match, said Domestic Butler. The Millie assist the other week was good, IMO, said Nigel. Which game was that? I could be not thinking of the game where you're thinking of. True, well said. Pity Minamino can't be named, said Scotty. No, it is unfortunate he can't be named at the moment. But yeah, hopefully. So Liverpool got a game on this 2nd of January, I think it is, against Sheffield United. I don't think he'll play in that. I think he might play in the Cup against Everton. Now, our last January centre-back was January centre-back. Our last January signing was Virgil van Dijk. Now, Virgil van Dijk had his debut against Everton at Anfield in the Cup. Now, that same fixture is the exact same. Minamino first game his debut can be against Everton at Anfield in the FA Cup. So, could he rewrite history? Possibly. It's a definite possible thing. I'm so happy Hendo can play at the back in case VVD gets injured. I have a feeling Milner could play centre back as well. Yeah, to be fair, there's a lot of players that can play there. Obviously, we got Firmino can play there, but unfortunately he's out injured. Jordan Henderson can play there. Obviously, he played there last night. I think there's a numerous amount of people that could play there. I think even Trent Alexander-Arnold could end up playing at centre-back. It's a possibility, but I wouldn't recommend it. But I think he can even play there. Like you said, James Milner can play there. So, Liverpool have options. I know from speaking to people want January signing. If that was to happen, then I do think that it's more potentially a loan move, because what I think Liverpool might need is like a Ragnar Klavan type of player, where he knows that he's not going to be first choice, second choice, or third choice. He's going to be fourth or fifth choice, and I think Liverpool need that type of player, because it's we've got a back four that can play well, and I know we got Fabinho and we've got others that can play centre back, but I want an out-and-out centre-back. I don't want our best defensive midfield player to play at centre-back. I want, our players in the right positions. And I think that, if that was to happen, then it would be it'd be good then all round. But, yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on that as well. Excuse me. What else have we got? A watch-along on Saturday will help increase your subscribers, Connor. I was thinking about doing a watch-along, but I'm not quite sure yet. It is a possibility that we could be doing one for the Club World Cup. But, yeah, let me know in the chat as well, what time is the final on Saturday? I haven't checked up on that. I think it's in the morning, I think. I could be wrong with that, but UK time anyway. I don't know what time it'd be out in Qatar, but yeah, let me know UK time what time is the final. I'm not sure if it's in the morning or evening. If it's in the evening, then we might do a watch along, but apart from that, probably not. It's a possibility at the moment. Liverpool to win title by 18 points, said Domestic Butler. If things carry on the way it is, then yeah, definitely it's gonna be amazing if Liverpool, well, not if Liverpool go on to win the league, because I do think now Liverpool are destined to go on and win the league, but it's it's the case now where can Liverpool keep up? I think if we beat Leicester, then that looks a possibility, because especially if Liverpool go undefeated, then you could look at 18-20 points quite easily, and that would just be brilliant. I think once we're clear, and I think we know mentally we're clear as well, I think then that Man City record will be in Liverpool's heads. I think that maybe potentially the 100-point record is going to get broken this season for definite. 5:30 kickoff PM. Thanks guys for putting that in the chat. Yeah, Nigel said it, PM not AM. Okay, so it's practically the same time then as last night's game. So yeah, that's pretty good then. We may do a watch along. Who knows? We may do one. Maybe. I'm not going to say for definite we're going to do one because, I don't want to say I am and then lay you guys down. But yeah, I do suggest we might do it. But yeah, stay tuned. If you guys aren't following yet on Twitter or Instagram, the link's obviously in the video description down below. So click the link and it literally sends you to our pages. So follow us on there, and you'll get updated on there if I'm going live or anything like that. And also as well, if you're new around here, then please hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 1K. I know maybe doing a watch along would make that better, but it does help for you to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new as well. So yeah, that would be much appreciated for you guys. Domestic Butler said Leicester versus Man City this weekend. Yes, it is. I'm definitely going to be watching that game. It's going to be intriguing. I still don't know who I want to win and who I want to lose. In my head, I want to draw, but then in other ways, I want Man City to beat Leicester. Now, the reasonings for that is because I personally think Man City are already out of the title race, no matter what happens. And then if Man City could take points off Leicester and then Liverpool would take points off Leicester, then, you can potentially write out Leicester for the title. So, it's a possibility. But to be honest with you, out of the two, I would prefer a draw because they both lose points then. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on that as well. Would really help your channel. Yeah, it would, to be fair. Hopefully we'll do it. Maybe we might, maybe we won't. At the moment, it's not what's name, but yeah, it's on at the same time as the Club World Cup from memory. Yeah, it is, but I'll have the Club World Cup on my screen, and then maybe on a smaller screen I'll have the Man City game. So yeah, there's no problem there. Well, if you're a neutral, you're probably more gonna like Leicester, Man City. But for us Liverpool fans, obviously we'll be definitely supporting the Reds out in Qatar. It's obviously Qatar is holding the World Cup in 2022. Yeah, I am right with that, 2022. So this is technically like a trial period, then you could say, for the Club World Cup, because the World Cup is going to be in the winter unless like something dramatic changes, which, to be fair, I don't think Qatar should even have the World Cup. Even after all the things have come out with FIFA and Qatar buying practically the World Cup. So I don't think they should even be having the World Cup, but it is happening. So it is good for these Reds because they're getting the experience of being in Qatar and they know what it's like at the moment. If they do get to the World Cup, obviously European players do play. Well, yeah, European players obviously go the Euros first, but yeah, hopefully all of the Reds will get to the World Cup, hopefully, in their nations. But yeah, keep your questions coming in, guys. So what I also want to mention as well is a bit of news as well. So Sadio Mane has won the African Player of the Year award. It was revealed earlier on that Sadio Mane had won it. The biggest surprise, though, is where Mo Salah finished. Now, in my opinion, it was down to Mo and Sadio won. But they give second place was awarded to Riyad Mahrez. Now, I don't know how that has happened. It's a surprise to me that it's happened, but overall, I don't know how it's happened either, because Mahrez has been on Man City's bench. Not saying at all that Riyad Mahrez isn't a good player. He is. He's a phenomenal player. Obviously won the Premier League with Man City and won the Premier League with Leicester. But, Sadio Mane, Golden Boot winner last year. Mo Salah, Golden Boot winner over the last 2 seasons. So, and last season, which was covered over the 2. But, Mane and Salah are practically there. They are level pegged right now. And for Mahrez to be second, for me, it's major suspicious with that. I don't think it's like with the Ballon d'Or as well. Mahrez got in the top 10 of the Ballon d'Or. I think Mahrez even finished higher. I could be wrong with this. I think he finished higher than Bernardo Silva. Don't know how. I do not know how, because out of the two, in my opinion, I personally think Bernardo Silva is just brilliant for Man City. If there was a player, to be fair, if you were to say which two players you'd want from Man City, for me it'd be Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne, because I think they are really, really good. But, Riyad Mahrez in second place in front of Mo Salah. Did Riyad Mahrez have a better season than Mo Salah? No, not in my opinion. I don't know whether or not you guys agree, but yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts about that as well. But yeah, I personally don't think that is correct at all, and I do think maybe someone needs to have a look at that and go, that doesn't look right. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on that as well. Also, as well, I do want to talk about Shaqiri and Origi from last night's game as well. Obviously, it was their big opportunity last night to perform for the Reds. For me, they didn't step up to the plate. Now, obviously, Shaqiri and Origi haven't played with Mo Salah. They've played with Sadio Mane when they've played. But for me personally, I do not believe they played good at all. I think that, you know, for them to get an opportunity as like they did, they should have took it. And I think that, they just looked very, very poor last night. And, maybe in the future, maybe Klopp wants to maybe look at that, not play Mo Salah with Shaqiri and Origi, and maybe play Sadio Mane. But to be fair, he rested Mane and Salah, Mane and Firmino, sorry. And, he brought them on, he brought them all on then at the end, and obviously Liverpool did get the win, so it didn't really matter that much. But I feel like overall, maybe in the future, maybe they need to step up a bit more in case of the front three getting injured at all. So, that's my personal opinion. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that as well. But yeah, seriously, they need to step up, because we've got the Champions League coming up in February, we've got the Premier League to continue going on. So, and I do think Liverpool are going to do the cup, well, not the cup, the league and European double this season. So, they are literally going to need to be at the best of the game, because we have such important games coming up. Like, I think after New Year's, we've got like Spurs and Man United, and I think we've got Everton as well in a run of games. So, there are games needing to play as well. So, just let me know your guys' thoughts on that as well. Do you think that Divock Origi and Sadio Mane, sorry, and Shaqiri need to step up their games a little bit? What's Scotty saying? Scotty says Mo is playing really well. Same with Mane, two best players in the Prem. Exactly, mate. And I think that, for Riyad Mahrez to be named second in front of Mo Salah, I think it's a bit of a robbery. I think that, two Liverpool players now I think have got robbed in competitions. I think Virgil van Dijk got robbed in the Ballon d'Or situation, and now I think Mo Salah, even though it's second, Liverpool, obviously they won the award because Sadio Mane won it, and the last two seasons Mo Salah has gone on to win it as well. So, Liverpool, a Liverpool African player winning it 3 years in a row is tremendous. But I think that Mo Salah deserved to be number two, because he's had a brilliant 12 months for Liverpool, scoring in the Champions League final, winning the Champions League, coming so close to a league title with the Reds. So, that's my personal opinion anyway. But yeah, them two, they are so good right now. Mo Salah and Sadio Mane, they are unbelievable right now. But yeah, that's just unbelievable what the Reds are achieving right now. The amount of players getting awarded and all like that. You look at the Ballon d'Or as well. I think it was like 7 Liverpool players, which was the most out of any team. So, it shows where this Reds are quality. And now I want to talk about, obviously we did a video earlier on announcing Firmino, but I also want to get talking about him as well, and what he brings to this team, and what the price tag means as well, because Liverpool keep on finding value for money. Now, what I mean by this is they keep on finding the players' value, And then they look at it and they go, well, if he's a flop, we can still sell him anyway. You know, look at the likes of Karius. You know, oh, excuse me a minute. Let me take a drink a minute. My throat's getting dry. You know, when I'm talking a lot, my throat does get dry quite a lot. Oh, that's better. Excuse me, guys. But yeah, look at Loris Karius. We signed him for, I think it was £7 million. Obviously had that disaster while being in a red shirt, and then I think now if he completes a certain amount of games, or the deal's practically done, we're going to be selling him on for like £9 million. That's a £2 million bonus. You know, for how bad Loris Karius was in the Liverpool top. You know, it's unbelievable what the likes of Jurgen Klopp and this transfer committee are doing is unbelievable. And signing a talent like Minamino for so little price is unbelievable. You know, I've seen reports on Twitter and other stuff as well that certain Premier League teams are questioning how did Liverpool find out about the 7.25 million release clause in Minamino's contract. Now, when I say certain Premier League clubs, I'm looking at Manchester United. Manchester United apparently were very, very interested in Minamino. You know, they were valuing him at around 25-30 million pounds, but did not want to go in for him for that money. And then obviously Liverpool have apparently been working for Minamino. Like, I think it's up until maybe October, November time or something like that. You know, I think it was late October, early November time where they started to get negotiations done with Salzburg. So, you know, they were very eager to get him. And obviously, Minamino impressed Jurgen Klopp in the game at Anfield, obviously assisting one for Haaland and also getting his goal at Anfield as well. But, you know, I'm really, really excited to see Minamino in a Liverpool shirt. And, you know, like I said, he could be playing against Everton. I think it's on the 5th of January. I don't think he'll play against Sheffield United on the 2nd. I do think he'll play, though, against Everton on the 5th of January. And, you know, if he can write his own history in the Merseyside derby, then it's going to be one hell of a road for him. Well, especially anyway in his young Liverpool career, because obviously, you know, look at our last January signing. Like I said earlier on, Virgil van Dijk, he scored in his debut match against Everton in the Cup, in the Merseyside derby. You know, it's written in the stars then, kind of, that Minamino could end up doing this again. And obviously, he's the first Japanese player as well to play for Liverpool Football Club. So, you know, that's his own history as well. So, you know, there's plenty of history, but so, you know, I also want to know your guys' thoughts on it. Are you over the moon that we've signed Minamino, or are you a bit conservative on him? Are you a bit iffy that we've signed him? Are you happy with the price tag as well? You know, let me know, guys, your guys' thoughts as well. We need Bobby to have more Kevin Keegan finish. Yeah, we kind of do. I think I read something on Twitter a couple of days ago. Like, Bobby Firmino has converted, I think, 4% of his chances this season, which isn't good, to be fair. I think Sadio Mane and Mo Salah are converting, I think it's about 20% or 25% of their chances. So, you know, Bobby maybe does need to step up. But to be fair, Bobby's a creator. He's not so much a finished article, really. But, you know, I do get what you mean by that. He does need to get his goals. You know, I know that Nerd Boy comes into the chat and says that, you know, he thinks that, you know, he should be going back to his best, like the 17-18 season where he scored over like 25 goals, I think it was, that season in all competitions. So, you know, it's like that. And I think that maybe if Liverpool were to change system, then maybe he could end up scoring more goals. But for now, he's playing okay. And I think that, you know, the way Liverpool are playing, we're winning pretty much all the games that we're playing right now. So, you know, it's working anyway. What is working anyway. I'm going to be going for another 5 minutes, guys. And then I think I'm going to be heading off. You know, it was going to be a bit of a long stream or short stream, but yeah, 5 more minutes, guys, and then I'll be heading off then. So put your questions in the comment section down below. But yeah, if you are new around here as well, then hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and if you are watching live, then please share out the stream or share out the channel and get more people in for tomorrow's live stream. Like I said, we will be doing We will be doing live streams tomorrow as well. We'll be previewing the World Cup Club. The Club World Cup final. There we go. Finally said it. There's too many clubs and cups in our words. But yeah, we'll definitely be doing one tomorrow. Same time, about 8:08. I'll make sure I'm on time as well. But yeah, let me read the last few comments then, and then I'll be heading off then. I'm happy with Minamino. You were talking about Salah or Mane getting injured. He can play there. Yeah, he can play everywhere up front. He can play left wing, striker, right wing, and even attacking mid. I got a feeling that Klopp's going to maybe use him for that and also use him as a 3 in midfield. Maybe with Wijnaldum and Firmino, maybe he can go more advanced and then Firmino and Wijnaldum could cover for him. I think that's a big possibility in the future, to maybe switch up games. And I also think as well, if you were to play him as well, you can change about to 3 or 4 systems as well by playing Minamino. So, it's very crucial that you can play, a tremendous amount of formations just in one game without making a substitution. So I think Minamino for that then is a very, very good signing. Domestic Butler, sorry I got stuck on the phone. That's fine, mate. Absolutely fine. Leicester versus Man City 1-1 draw. Yeah, I want a draw. I don't know if it'll be 1-1. I think it might be 2-2 or 3-3. I think it's going to be a very goal-scoring game. But yeah, I do think that it will be a draw. Well, hoping for a draw anyway. But lately, especially away to Leicester, Man City have been very, very poor over the last few seasons. I think they've only won one in the last 8 times they've gone to Leicester. So, that's going to be a difficult game for Manchester City. But yeah, that's, to be fair, if Liverpool win the Club World Cup, I will not care about that Man City result. I think Liverpool will face any situation this season that's going to come to them, and I think they are ready now to challenge for their first league title and get it over the line basically in 30 years. I think Minamino will not be cup tied. He's not. Minamino, practically they brought out a law last year. UEFA did anyway. I think you get to register up to 3 new signings for the Champions League or Europa League. So, anyone that makes a transfer in January won't have the cup tied rule, so he'd be free to play in the Champions League. So that's big news, and it's very, very good for Liverpool Football Club that he can actually play in the Champions League, because I've always hated that rule with the cup tied situations, and other stuff like that. I remember when we sold Fernando Torres and Andy Carroll was in the Europa League, and obviously Torres was number 9, and then obviously Carroll went to number 9. But in the Europa League, Andy Carroll had to win 29. And it would always confuse me when I was little. It always confused me. It's like, wait, who's number 29? And then I think, oh, it's Andy Carroll. And I don't know if you guys remember that at all. But yeah, he had to wear the number 29 shirt instead of the number 9 because the number 9 shirt was cup tied. Yeah, I've always hated that rule. Never liked it. But yeah, Minamino will be available in every Champions League game when Liverpool register him for the last part of the Champions League, the knockout stages then, to be fair. So yeah, I think I'm going to head off now, guys. That's been our match reaction for Liverpool's victory over Monterrey last night. Well, Liverpool's 2-1 victory over Monterrey last night. So yeah, Liverpool are into a Club World Cup final. Hopefully the Reds get to bring the trophy home on Saturday. Tomorrow, like I said, we'll be doing a live stream about that. Hopefully I will see you all there. If you guys are not following us on Twitter or Instagram, then all of our description, all the links are down in the description. So they're all titled Twitter, Instagram, they're all titled. Just click the link and give us a follow. Thank you to everyone that's been in the stream as well. Much appreciated, and thank you so much if you've liked the video. Yeah, that's pretty much it from me, guys. I'm Connor from Cop. I've been Connor from the Cop Council, and I will see you all in a bit. Ta-ra.